Hare Krishna, is marriage destined? Do you have control over choosing your life partner? Or the person whom you get married or divorced and then got remarried? All these people are already scripted in your life? I'm going to answer these questions today. You see, before I answer this, you have to go back and think on three terms. Number one, you were born in a family to ex-mother and Y father. Did you have any control over it? Did you choose your parents? The answer is no. Did you choose your complexion or religion or forefathers? The answer is no. Did you even choose your siblings? The answer is no. All your biological siblings were destined in your life. But why do we have this question for your spouse? Because at a very smaller level of your brain, you think you choose a person and then you fall in love with that person and then you got married. That was your mistake or your decision. The answer is wrong. You see, when you work in a particular company, in a particular environment, you meet particular people, there is a circle around you. Let me ask you, at your school level, why you were born in Delhi, not in Bangalore? Because of your family. Why you were studying in a particular school A, but not in particular school B? And you were going to a coaching center in a particular area, you meet someone there, fell in love, and then there was a breakup, and then you went to the college, you met someone else, there was a relationship for 3 4 years, then there was a breakup, then you went to the office, you met someone there, and then you fall in love with someone, you got married, you have a child, things did not work out, you divorced, and then you went again to the foreign lands. You met someone similarly like you, divorced, separated, really, really tortured in his life or her life. You got married, and now you're living with that person. Not very happy, neither very sad. It's okay. You've understood what is married life. It's companionship. It's just like you are within yourself and you are, getting the experience of this world, good, bad, every single day. That's what marriage is all about. So, technically, if you have no control over your parents, your siblings, your education, you say, oh, I chose science and I'm an engineer or I'm a doctor. But what made you choose science? Thoughts in your mind, and planets work on the thoughts. What make you choose a particular company? You've got three offer letters at your campus interview. Why did you choose one company? Somewhere from someone, you got an information and you said, oh, this is a good company, I should be choosing this out of the other two. And then you went there, you got a particular project, you got a particular team, you got a particular manager, and in that team you find someone, and there were 3 or 4 people, one of them you started talking to, and you having your teas and coffees and breakfast, dinner, and lunch with those people, and suddenly you think that this is the right person, and the other person also clicks, and you get married. Do you think you did all this? The answer is no. It is already predestined. To stamp this astrologically, let me explain you. You can take this conversation anywhere. But when we look at Shri Ram's chart and try to understand the Bhadak Graha concept, the curses of his life, the health that will come in his life is clearly predestined. Shri Ram was cursed by Narad Muni because Shri Ram wanted Narad Muni to realize that he's a Muni, he's a brahmachari, and he was getting carried away. He went into a Swayambar and he fell for the most beautiful girl at that time, which was nobody else but again Savarupa of Lakshmi. And then, he said that make me beautiful, make me handsome. Shri Ram made him a monkey face. Or Vishnu made him a monkey face, in fact, not Shri Ram. And then everyone laughed. He lost the Swayambar. He came back. He cursed Vishnu that you will go in the human form. And that human form was Shri Ram. And you will stay away from your wife. She'll be kidnapped. That was just one curse. And you will get help. You will have to take help from the people who are monkey faced. So if all these instances are way beyond, or they have happened way beyond Shri Ram was born, and then there was another curse happening where Shravan Kumar was killed and the parents commit suicide, and father of Shri Ram, Dashrath, he was cursed that you will die because of the separation of your son. So many curses makes your life, your and mine life. We are born out of curses. We are born out of the problems that we have created in somebody's life, the good things and the bad things, both. So if Shri Ram has to be born in Dashrath's family with very powerful siblings, same Lakshmi as Ma Sita, and then the experiences, the way you react to a situation were the new karmas of Shri Ram. He was reacting so humbly, so softly because of the Kark Lagna. Pushya Nakshatra. Sorry, Punarvasu Nakshatra, not Pushya. Punarvasu people, what happens with Punarvasu people is that they keep on nourishing and they have to nourish people without looking at the caste creed, and they have to be like mother all the time. And these patterns are repeatedly coming in their life of nourishing, one category of the people, the second and the third and the fourth. That's what Punarvasu is all about. So everything which is coming Shri Ram's way is already predestined. But the reactions that you give at a given situation are not destined, because nobody can write a reaction that you and I will do in a given situation. But the problem is that we still believe that you can marry this girl or marry that boy. No. You can only marry this boy or that girl if it is destined. Otherwise, no. Even the smallest of relationship that you go into is destined. You get carried away sometime, is destined. But you will not understand that. There will be people say, no, where's your brain? You see, brain is controlled by thoughts. Thoughts are controlled by planets, grahas. But on the same time, when you meet a guru, and the way you will react to the teachings of your guru, the way you will react to the mantras of the guru, and the way you will react towards the commitments of marriage is not destined. Of course, the divorces, of course, someone is coming and ruining your life is destined. But the way you are reacting in those situations is not destined. That's what God looks at. And that's when the complete surrender works. When you completely surrender yourself, that's when everything works. And that's also the theme of Vishakha Nakshatra. I was talking to Naman yesterday. I said, Dad, what do you think? I've got this planet in Vishakha. I said, completely surrender. You have to, if see, Vishakha is about maintaining the balance of life. Surrender. Surrender and win everything. That's when destiny changes, when you surrender, when you stop reacting. And that is when there is an algorithm that works around you and says, ask you, what do you want? And the beautiful thing is, at that point of time, you want nothing. You only want something in life until and unless you don't have that kripa. The day you get the kripa, you even surrender to your wishes. First, you surrender to God, then to your hopes, wishes, and desires. So, if I have to answer this in one line, you marrying someone, is it destined? The answer is yes. Someone came in your life, destroyed 10 years of your life, you got divorced. Is it destined? Yes. You were happily married, but you went outside the marriage and now trying to have extramarital affairs. This is where you have little bit of choice. You could have avoided it. That is where you're making new karmas. Life partner, you see, you meet in any religion. You need people who represent, the teachings of God to be the part of your marriage, be it a gurudwara, temple, church, anywhere, or a mosque. These people from the religion, these people who have taken care of the mantras and teachings of the God and devatas, they are part of your marriage. They are not part of your extramarital affair. They are not part of illicit relationships. They're never. They're part of marriage. So that means that when you are doing such karmas of going outside your marriage, cheating on a spouse, that is where the punishment will come. That is where you have these new karmas. But you met someone in your school, and then you went for your education, she went for her own education. You meet after 10 years in an office, fell in love for each other, and got married, is definitely destined. And God is watching. I gave you, best of the best family. I've gave you parents. I've gave you children. Gave you a beautiful husband and a wife. And now you are supposed to control yourself and live a very nice and a very, very dharmic life, which is full of protocols, rules, regulations, and see what you're doing. You see, you ask anyone who is 45, who hasn't gotten married, ask him, you want to get married? He will say yes. And he doesn't get married. It's now 50. It's 55 now. 60. I said, I'm about to die in 10 years. I still need a companionship. You die at 72, unmarried, no companionship. Was it in your control to get married to someone? The answer is no, it wasn't. This birth, 72 years of your life, you did not had anyone in your destiny to get married. So if you think you're married to this person or to this, girl or a boy or a man or a woman, it's all destined. They are here for the karmic settlements. They are here to settle all the blessings and curses of your life. You have to wait for an environment to enter that environment, find someone whom you are destined. Why were you working in a company A, not in the company B? Why this company B girl, got married to this guy? And if you would have been there, you would have gotten married to that person. The answer is no, you were not supposed to be there. Because you were supposed to be here. at company A and you were supposed to get married to this particular girl or a boy. It was here. You cannot change it. You cannot skip it. Oh, probably I skipped, I got married to someone else, and maybe in the next birth I will, you know, complete my karmic settlement with that person. No. So if these things would have not been fixed, there would have been no purpose of Jyotish. Jyotish work on things that are fixed. I've also given you a principle that are you getting married to your soulmate? I have a video. But that is just to analyze or find out the person is soulmate or a pure karmic settlement or a blessing or a curse. It doesn't mean that you can change your destiny. No. I hope you liked this video. You've understood the concept and you've now relaxed about whom, when, and how you'll get married, because all you have to see is your destiny. Do you have your marriage? Do you have promise of your marriage? Is everything destined in your life or not? You can check that. Oh, this person is destined. Now it says, okay, I'm in love with an engineer or a doctor. Do you think this is a person? Of course, we can see in your D9 chart. We can find out the profession. If it is if it matches, if it comes into that category, you can say, yeah, this is my partner. This is destined. That's the story of marriage after doing 43,000 consultations in 15 years of my journey. Understanding how destiny works, and it's all destiny. I'll come up again with another video. Till then, Hare Krishna, Har Har Mahadev.